Why foreigner guys leaving America? There are several reasons why some foreigner men or foreigner in general might choose to leave the United States. These reasons can be very greatly depending on person circumstances, but here are the few common factors. First is cost of living. The cost of living in many parts of the US, particularly in large cities, can be very high. This includes housing, healthcare, education, and general expenses. Some foreigners may find it difficult to sustain a comfortable lifestyle. So this is why a lot of foreigners are very convenient for them to retire in the Philippines because for the most part their money are hardly extended in the Philippines and they can do more about that, especially when it comes to budgeting or buying a house, renting apartment, even make a business. The second one is immigration challenge. The US immigration system can be complicated with visa limitation, uncertain pathway to permanent residential or citizenship, and the potential for delays in processing. This challenge can be frustrating for foreigners living in the US. Guess some of foreigners they get frustrated when they trying to bring their Filipina to the US and even get the green card, or they trying to get their Filipina a visa. So some of them they are frustrated about those. It's kind of hard to process for a fiancé visa right now here in the Philippines, especially right now. And some of them they rather to stay here in the Philippines. Actually, in the positive way, good thing, especially if you have a Filipina are not Western minded. Actually, itself. The third one is cultural difference. Some people may find it's hard to adjust to the American culture, especially if there are significant differences from their home country. Issues such as language barrier, cultural misunderstanding, or a lack of social support network can contribute to a feeling of isolation. I guess that's why some of Filipina who are married to a foreigner, they get homesick and even feel weird by staying there is because of the culture. I guess some of Filipina they have a understanding how what it's like living in a different country other here in the Philippines because I believe in a different country outside the Philippines are people are very busy working, even quiet in their country. Not like in the Philippines, people are always outside, noisy, cars everywhere are talking and walking around. So when some Filipina get to the different country like US, the other country feel like isolated and homesick is because of are far away from their family and they used to it to get around with their family. I understand some of Filipino are very family oriented. For them, they have a hard time to adjust it. For example, right now, what I notice is someone that who are married to a foreigner after 1 year living there with him, in the U.S., and now they decided to leave her in the Philippines for good and to retire here in the Philippines. Building A. I'm looking for a building A. So I'm gonna. Number four is work-life balance. The work culture in the US is often more demanding compared to some other countries. With longer worker hours and fewer vacation days, some foreigners may seek a better work-life balance elsewhere. What I noticed is what I heard in the other foreigner. I watched one of this video. He said he basically have like 3 to 4 job, but it's still not enough. It's because of the expenses. Even though they both are working with his wife, it's still not enough for them to be able to sit around and relax. Basically need to work hard until they get old because the expenses in the US are expensive, and this is why some of foreigner they get tired of that routine and they end up retiring themselves or even get out the country and come to Asia or in a different country to be able to retire. Find them a place that they can relax without expending too much. Right? Makapal kasi buko.
Oo, okay lang. Sige, mami.
The fifth one, healthcare system. The U.S. healthcare system is often criticized for being expensive and complicated to navigate, especially for those who don't have comparative insurance. Foreigners who are used to more accessible or affordable healthcare might prefer to return home. Actually, this is true because if you are the type of person who have accessible insurance when it comes to your medical, you gotta return home because here in the Philippines. Because if you are not married to a Filipina or you come here by yourself, return the Philippines. It's because you're not residential here. You don't have insurance here like you have in your country. The Philippines is not insurance, it's spell health. It's what we use here in the Philippines when some of the family or one of the Filipino are the hospital. We use spell health to help our medical expenses. If you are the type of person who got insurance when it comes to your healthcare, actually need to go back to your country for your medical because it must be a lot cheaper for you to do that there than here in the Philippines. When it comes to a medication, the Philippines we have free healthcare. When it comes to a checkup, it's in the public hospital. When it comes to our public hospital, first comes, first serve. You need to stay in a long line to do your checkup. Going for checkup in the public hospital in the Philippines are free. You're going to do your checkup at the private hospital. Cost $10 probably this time because the last time when I medical before when I get birth with my son and I do the checkup, that was like around $6 or more. This time is 2025, it's probably 600 pesos to 500 pesos. $10 to $11. That would be a lot better if you go back to your country when it comes to your medical because you have a insurance or any other way it comes to your medical expenses. So the last one is personal reasons. There are also personal reasons such as family ties, homesickness, or a desire to be closer to loved ones that leads someone to leave the US. This is what I'm talking about. Filipina who are married to a foreigner after 1 year, both of them being together. They decided to live in the Philippines. Good after 1 year living with him in the US. Actually, her personal reason she live in the US because she's family oriented, and when it comes to visiting to her family, she's very close to it. Actually guys, this video, the reasons can be vary from person to person and not every foreigner lives for the same reasons.